What's going on, guys? It's Player here, and today I'm going to be showing you where you can find the submarine in GTA Online. Now, I've done a lot of research into this and spent a lot of time searching around the map, and so far I've found 4 locations where they spawn, and I believe these are all 4 locations where they can spawn. So I've made a map, and you can see this right here. All the points marked with an X are where they spawn, and I'll post this map on my Facebook page if you want to take a good look at it, and there'll be a link to my Facebook page in the description if you want to check that out. But I'm going to be running you through these 4 locations and telling you a little bit of info about what you need to know about the submarines in GTA Online. So the first location is at the very bottom of the map. It's near where I showed you guys the cargo bob, and you can find one here. But a very important thing to note is that they do not spawn every time. It's quite rare, in fact, that they do spawn. I spent a lot of time going to these spots, and a lot of time they don't spawn, they just don't pop up. This one right here seems to be the least spawning, so you need to kind of leave the area and come back and keep on trying to make them spawn, and eventually they should. And I don't believe there is a level requirement. I believe anyone from any level can spawn a submarine, but I'm not too sure about that. But if you're in a game with a bunch of normally ranked people, they should start spawning for you anyway. And the second spot is at this kind of marina-like area in the west of the city. You should be able to find one around these docks. These do only have 2 seats, but only one person can get in them for some reason. I don't know why, but nevertheless, they're really cool to use online because you can just get away from everything, all the craziness, like nobody can touch you, and it's a very safe way to travel around the map because you are pretty much invincible in this submarine. There's no way anyone can come and just kill you. And the third location I'm going to show you is this sonar collections dock. This is where you have the submarine and you can do the missions in their GTA 5 single player, and there should always be one spawning here. They're quite common around this area. Now, when you're in the submarine, there are 2 numbers at the bottom of the heads-up display. The left is how far you are from the surface, and the right is how far you are from the ground or the seabed below you. But the right one changes very often as you go further out. The number isn't as important, so the one you want to pay attention to is the left number. So you'll want to keep an eye on that number. At 490 feet, it will start to warn you that you're at crush level, and you'll start to hear the sub cracking and being crushed. At 550, it will say damage critical or something like that and start seriously warning you. And then if you go a little deeper than that, you'll be crushed and die, because if you didn't know, when you go that far underwater, the pressure from the water will crush you, and submarines cannot handle that much pressure, so you can't go too far down. You need to keep an eye on that left number, make sure it isn't going anywhere much past 500. You don't actually get scuba gear when you leave the submarine like you could sometimes in single player, and you can actually re-enter the sub. If you're underwater and you leave, you can actually re-enter as long as you stay pretty close to the thing, and if you hit Y or triangle pretty close to it, you should be able to get back in. But once you do leave, it will start to float back up to the top, so you need to keep an eye on it. I actually lost my wanted level in this. This is a pretty decent way to lose the police if you want to. You can lose up to a 5-star wanted level, as I did here. I actually racked up a 5-star maximum wanted level, and then I just got in this submarine and I swam away, and obviously there's no way they can chase you, either with boats or helicopters, anything. Once you go underwater, you're pretty much untouchable, and it's a decent way to get away from the police if you're in the area of one of these submarines. And now the fourth and final location I'm going to show you is near the Humane Labs and Research Place, and I think it's better to take this road just to the very end to an abandoned shipyard, and then you can take a boat which will be waiting for you just around the corner. You can find it, and that should be the 4th location. I do like how all 4 locations are completely spread out, kind of like the 4 corners of the map, because if you ever need one and you're in the area, there should always be one nearby, and instead of having to take it all the way across the map. But remember, if you actually want to, you can use a cargo bob to transport it places. You can just hook it up and carry it wherever you want to, so that's a pretty useful tactic to remember. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then spend a second clicking the like button. If you want to check out more videos from me like this, then you can check out the GTA 5 playlist, which is linked in the description, and you can subscribe for future videos. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Jump.